The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Open, the one and only show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B. You can catch me on each and every night right after Lenny Green with The Quiet Storm. And during the Steve Harvey Morning Show, we go out and we break some bread, breakfast hot spots, okay? We have an incredible show lined up for you today right here on Channel 67's Open. And leading off the show will be a best-selling author and health expert who will tell us all about and more about her best-selling books and about Global City of Wellness. Then the founding co-director of SPARC, S-P-A-R-C, will discuss increasing diverse trainees in medical careers, as well as advising students in the field of, well, medicine, in the medical field. After that, the president and CEO of Gotcha Techs will sit with us to speak on how he uses technology to make a profit and how he stays ahead of the technological curve. Then from OA Vision Productions, the writer and producers of the independent film Family Values will join us to discuss the documenting of the struggles of immigrants, and will also speak on the start of OA Vision Productions. And finally, Supernova Sloan is in the house. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. He's right over there. He's going to perform as part of our Open Summer Music Series, so stay tuned. All this and more is headed your way because bam, bam, we're going to hit you with the 1-2 punch. We are now open. And good morning, everybody. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Thanks for watching. You can kick off your shoes and relax your feet. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open. Today is Monday, August 19th. We are blowing through the year. Wow. And the summer's almost over, right? I think September, 1st of September, Labor Day. It's all said and done. Beaches closed and all that stuff. All right. Now we turn to our DJ Vince. Vince Bracy's in the house. What's happening with the Yankees, Vince?
Dr. Bob Lee. I don't know what's going on with the Yankees right now. I mean, it's good that we're winning games. But I would consider myself a diehard Yankees fan. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
A-Rod gets hit by a pitch.
Yes.
Yankees manager gets kicked out of the game.
Yeah, it was
A-Rod comes back in the 6th inning and hits a home run. Bam, out of the park. See ya, gone.
Who knows what to think? It was, like I said, it was a great game. I thought it was kind of crazy that you can throw a pitch at somebody and then actually hit that person within the same at bat and not get thrown out the game.
He hit him, 3 times, right? Or he threw at him?
He threw at him in the beginning of the at bat, and then I believe on the 3rd or 4th pitch he hit him right in the chest or the arm, I believe.
Yeah, hit him like the elbow or the ribs or something like that, or a combination of the both. And his name was Ryan Dempster.
Right.
Ryan Dempster?
Right.
Ryan Dempster. All right, I'm not going to go there.
We're not going to go there.
But the Yankees won 9-6.
Yes, that's what counts.
That's a good thing.
The most important. I actually went to the Angels game, the Yankees and Angels game on Thursday, and they lost horribly. So it's good to see them winning some games.
There you go. So how was your weekend?
It was good. I worked, picked up some music.
That's right. Our resident DJ, he's lacing up his computer with all the latest music.
I'm not actually, I don't have the turntable. But
you're the one-arm DJ.
That's what I do.
So you get the turntables and hook up the rest, but you don't need it here.
Exactly.
Right?
No.
You're the Tonight Show DJ.
Yes.
The musician.
Very light.
Does music. Well, we had the Harlem Week over the weekend, and of course TGT was uptown.
Oh, that's who
and that stands for
Tank. Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank.
Yeah,
Tyrese is first. I remember.
All right, and they were up there. They put on a big show on 135th Street uptown, and they were signing autographs and pictures and all that. Everybody loved it. It was packed. Harlem Week was like this.
I didn't get to go this year, but I
Both
always have a
days,
good
Saturday
time
and
when I
Sunday.
go. Saturday and Sunday? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Stephen A. was up there.
Mr. Smith,
Stephen A.
what was he talking about?
Well, you know, he does this thing. You know, the same thing he talks about. Of course, the current events happening in sports and all that stuff. And, you know,
Okay.
Stephen A. is Stephen A. You can't get away from that. You know, he does his thing.
Definitely not.
But, you know, and then Lenny Green had something out there, too. He had a big family day. And a lot of people came to that. He had all of his sponsors and all the people came down. That was a Brooklyn thing.
Okay.
And then in the Bronx, Ruben Diaz Jr. had something over here. What's the name of that area? Right off the Brooklyn Expressway, in the back over there.
Soundview.
No, on the
No?
other side, where Cool Clyde lives over there.
Parkchester?
Yeah, over that area. And everybody had a good time. There was a lot of stages out there. We got a couple of big stages still happening tonight.
Uh-oh.
Tonight. You know what's going to happen tonight? All right, I'm wrapping up. Hold on. But let me say tonight first. Tonight, the OJs.
Really?
The OJs and Gladys Knight at Wingate Field in Brooklyn. The Martin Luther King concert series is going to be off the hook. Oh, everybody's going to be there because
That sounds like
I
a
know it
blast.
because my phone starts blowing up asking for tickets and all that stuff.
That sounds
We'll
like
be
a
out
good
there
time.
hosting that. Are you coming?
I would like to. To maybe eventually host one of these events too. That sounds like a great time.
There you go.
If you don't mind.
And then we got the last Harlem Summer Stage over at in front of the Harlem State Office Building this coming Thursday.
Okay.
So all those summer stages are wrapping up, and then we get into the walks and the New York City Marathon, and all those things happen.
Sounds like a good time.
All right. Thanks for talking.
No
Thanks for
doubt.
chatting.
Dr. Bob
Talk
Lee.
to you in a minute. We've got a special jam-packed show lined up for you, so let's get started. Our first guest, an internationally renowned holistic health specialist dealing with the mind, body, and spirit, and best-selling author. Here to discuss her best-selling publications and Global City of Wellness is Queen Afua. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you for having me, Doctor.
We hear about all of your stuff out there. You have a number of books now. Is it 4 or 5 now?
5 books.
5 books.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first one was written about 25 years ago, and it's still selling.
Oh, it's still relevant.
Of course,
yeah.
because it's called Heal Thyself
There you go.
for Health and Longevity. And then the second book was Sacred Woman, to wake up the healer within women. They can heal themselves and their family. The third book is The City of Wellness, Restoring Your Health to the 7 Kitchens of Consciousness.
7, say it again.
City of Wellness, Restoring Your Health through the 7 Kitchens of Consciousness, where food is medicine. So whatever ails you, you can go right into your kitchen and make it a pharmacy, and that ache, that pain, that back problem, that headache, you can take your juice, your tea, your herbs, and prepare the food and get well.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know that. They'll go, the Twinkie's not going to do anything, and those other things with all that stuff that they just put together.
Well, it causes constipation. Constipation causes stress. It can cause headaches. It can cause high blood pressure. So yeah, what you eat is what you create in your bodies. You can create wellness or disease. There's options.
And dis-ease is dis-ease.
It's dis-ease.
It's not something that's not in harmony, not working right with your body
Right.
and your surroundings.
Absolutely, yes.
So tell us about this Global City of Wellness. I like it. It
Yeah.
sounds good already.
Well, it's very promising. It's a, the concept is that people make up the city. If you heal the people, you heal the city. And so we do it individually. You heal thyself, and as you heal yourself, I teach one how to become their own wellness practitioner. And then from healing themselves, then they become responsible for wellness, and they start helping their families.
Yeah, because God already gave you all the blessings that you're ever going to want.
Yeah, it's
But
in the garden.
I always say, yeah, it's there already.
Yeah, it's
So
already
you have
been
to
done.
activate it. You have to you have to do something. You
Yes,
have to
yes.
walk. God gave you 2 feet. You take one foot, put it in front of the other, and step to what you need to do to heal thyself.
Absolutely. It was something when you say, I just had a vision of the African-American man, and by the time he reaches about 40, 45, he started having some problems with his legs.
Yeah.
So he needs support in his legs. So his impotency starts to kick in about 45 or 50.
All over, around the lower
Yeah.
extremities and everywhere else.
Everything starts to break down. And with women, it's fibroid tumors. So what are we eating? We're eating junk food. This is a junk food generation, a fast food generation. We're eating processed food all the time, every day. And what that does is it creates constipation. It causes legs to be not functional. It causes minds to be stressed out. So if we go into the kitchen lab, we learn to work with vegetables for
Kitchen
building.
lab. There you go.
Yeah,
Stir it up.
Yeah. Fruit juices, and what I'm actually doing this Saturday is we're having I'm 60 years old. I just became 60 years old
Oh my
August
God.
13th.
Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Look, yeah.
Thank you. I still bike ride. I put my miles in every day. I still dance. I exercise, which means you can have longevity all of your life, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of young people, they wake up tired, they go to sleep tired. So it's really your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm teaching. So I do juice presentations. So I'm going to be getting a juicer out. On Saturday, it's a one-day community detox. So I'll be putting cucumbers in. They'll see the cucumbers and say, what's that for? For the kidneys. Then I'll put some turnips in. What's that for? That's for the bones and the joints. Then I'll put some beets in. What's that for? If your blood is fatigued and you're tired. So everything that you juice, and this is now, people are starting to go to health food stores and juice bars. People are starting to get green juices every day.
Yeah, yeah.
I was one of those who started that green juice movement. And when you do that, all of a sudden you have vitality, you have energy, you have clarity, your skin is healthy, your hair is stronger, everything.
And you're getting rid of stuff out of the body that's not supposed to be there too
Well,
long.
that's real. I used to be a colon therapist for about 15 years, so I know about that. The average person carries 10 to 20 pounds of waste in their colon. That's how come we get distended abdomen.
Yeah.
And so if you eat 3 meals a day, you should flush 3 times a day. If not,
Isn't
you got to
that
start cleansing. Because cancer of the colon is the second highest form of cancer in the United States.
Wow.
So it's no joke.
So if you're not going 3 times a day, then something's happening.
Something's
wrong.
backed up in your system, and when it gets backed up, then what happens is your bladder starts to prolapse. And then what happens over time, the colon and bladder sits down on the prostate, causing impotency. Or it sits on your back and it causes kidney issues and you start to swell up.
Yeah.
So when you start to flush out that colon, maybe something like okra, or taking large salads twice a day, or drinking more 8 glasses of water. Those kinds of things flush out your system.
Yeah. My father used to drink a lot of water. He said, I don't care if it's cold, then some warm water before he went
Oh,
to bed.
see, that warm water, that still it helps.
Yeah.
It's the warm water because the body opens up. The warmer the body is, the more the body releases. Like this is summer, although summer is closing out.
Yeah.
This is the time to cleanse, spring and summer.
Yeah.
So get it in before the fall
Right.
because you'll get sick in the fall, but because you didn't do your homework in the summer.
Yeah,
which
and
is
if
the
you leave a lot of
detox.
stuff in there, you invite other things, like diseases, but there's parasites too that can be living in there too. If you're gonna leave it in there, they're gonna eat too.
Yeah, exactly. And most people are eating a lot of meat. So if you're going to eat meat, then eat it during the day hours, and then have salad to broom it out. Because what happens is people eat the chicken and the fish at nighttime, or the beef and the pork, and then it's digesting all night long until 2 o'clock in the morning. So you never really rest, and so you wake up in the morning still loaded with the meal from the day before.
Yeah.
And it affects your day and your attitude. People wake up angry, they wake up stressed, they wake up mad.
All
It's
from
attitude.
food.
It's food. Food affects
wow.
our thinking, our emotions, and our physical body.
Yeah. So what other services do you offer? Queen?
Well, what I do is I give workshops on wellness. I actually teach women's a training called Sacred Woman, and we just did that yesterday, so that's one of the trainings. And then I give private consultations to families to teach families how to take on the wellness journey. And then I have a product line. It's a 21-day detox kit, which I'm famous for. I have a special clay for those who have aches and pains. And that's zinc, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Nature provides.
Now you can get things out of your mind.
Yes.
Detox. Out of your skin.
Yep.
Detox. And out of your colon.
Detox, the whole
Detox.
body. When the
Bladder,
disease is
colon.
2 issues. It's malnourishment. The body's not fed consistently. And what you're taking is empty calories.
Right.
And when
so
you take
you
an
could be
empty
eating.
you could be eating and getting obese and you're still starving.
Yeah, right. Because
The body's starving because the food has no value. And it's fried out, microwaved out, processed out. So it's very little nutrition in the food.
So your
And
body's
can-
robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So some of the things that you have to do to correct that?
Some of the things
Where
you
do
have to do to correct it. Well, I have what's called Nutrition Kitchen, setting up your home. So I say that you have a liquid meal and a solid meal.
Mm-hmm.
A liquid breakfast, a solid breakfast. A liquid lunch, a solid lunch. What does
That's
that
every
look
other
like?
day, right?
No, that's your lifestyle. See, what happens is people want a quick fix, want to take a little tea, a little herb, a little something, and you get a quick fix, you get sick all over again.
Right.
So, for example, lunch and dinner is almost the same. You have vegetable juice. It could be cucumber, watercress, parsley. It could be my formula, Green Life Nutritional Formula, those who are running around a lot.
Yes.
Drop your green formula in
Oh,
a glass.
bring it to me, bring it to
shake
me,
it
bring
up,
it to me.
drink it. That's what I'm doing right now in the studio. And it just energizes, it wakes you up, it charges you. And then 30 minutes later, don't eat and drink in the same meal because your food won't be digested.
Yeah.
It just sits there. And then you have a fresh salad, you have some steamed veggies, you have a vegetable protein. You can have beans and peas and lentils and sprouts and seeds, or you can have some fish, or you can have chicken on occasions, and that's your protein. And then you have your whole grains, because we have empty calories, and that's why we're getting old very quickly. Young people are waking up tired and old. People are suffering from diabetes. People are suffering from high blood pressure, and it's really what we're eating that is causing these issues.
So
Food
to
is
get back into those grains, we don't even eat grains like we used to back in the biblical days. Now they give it to the horses and cattle and all that stuff. But those are some of the things that we need to eat. Where can we get more information on what you're doing? Because we can talk about this all day and make it a whole show.
Yes, you can call
it's that extensive.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
that important.
Absolutely. It's 718-221-4325. You can give us a call.
Say it again.
718 221 4325. Or you can check us on www.cityofwellness.com.
Cityofwellness.com.
So we want to spread this wellness globally. We want to spread it from person to person, family to family, community to community, because even in the African American community, there's 6 times more fast food restaurants in our community. So we're eating ourselves to death as opposed to life. And so I want to try to eradicate some of that.
Yeah. So give us that website one more time.
Yes, it's www.thecityofwellness.com or www.queenafua.com.
Queen Afua, give a big round of applause, everybody. Internationally renowned holistic health specialist on a mission. I'm with you.
Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be exciting.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, have a good time.
One book can be the first thing helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
This summer is one of the busiest Bronx political seasons in recent memory. With term limits, there are important primaries all across the borough. As we've been doing for almost 19 years, Bronx Talk will give you the best chance to be an informed voter. For 6 Monday nights, beginning July 29th, right through primary day, Bronx Talk will present debates in 5 council races and 1 assembly race. Bronx Talk, Monday nights at 9, only on BronxNet Channel 67 and FiOS 33.
Our next guest is the founding co-director of SPARK, which stands for
Achieving Successful Productive Academic Research Careers.
And she's going to be telling us more on publishing articles in the medical field and also advising students. So please welcome Dr. Bernice B. Ramallah. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. So what's it all about? Tell us about your educational path that led you to this day.
Sure. So my background is multidisciplinary. I earned a PhD and 3 master's degrees from Columbia University.
There you go. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. I like it. I like it. I like it.
And I'm really standing on the shoulders of giants for my community. I also earned a certificate in clinical and translational science from the Rockefeller University.
Wow, my God.
And my academic background and experiential knowledge has really helped me to contribute to social determinants of health. And when we talk about social determinants of health, we're talking about all the factors that lead to health disparities within minority and underserved communities. So as we know that minorities are disproportionately affected by certain diseases, and so social determinants of health actually looks at the multiple factors such as the environment, behavioral factors, policies, and access issues. And my multidisciplinary background has really helped to address these issues from both a health equity and an education equity perspective.
Yeah. So from the environment, how do you think that's causing the problem?
So it's a lot of factors such as access. We heard from our previous speaker about access to nutritional foods. So we're looking at environmental access to foods, healthy environments. Crime, for instance, also leads to health disparities. So it's a number of health disparities such as poverty and within the environment that also leads to health disparities. And so we need to address this from various levels.
And what are some of the things that Spark is doing to address these situations?
So Spark, Achieving Successful Productive Academic Research Careers, is actually targeting this from a multiple angle. As I said, health equity and educational equity, they're not mutually exclusive. So we're targeting it from an education equity perspective, and our hope is to increase the number of diverse faces who are becoming physicians, researchers, as well as leaders. One thing that we have within institutions is we don't have enough faces of diversity within institutions who can impact institutional culture, and this ties into health disparities. So Spark is helping to increase these numbers through our pipeline programs from middle school through the post-baccalaureate levels, as well as from graduate school all the way up to senior faculty levels.
And what institutions are you guys working with?
So Spark is a tri-institutional initiative. We work with the Rockefeller University, Weill Cornell Medical College, as well as Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and we have professional development conferences each year. For example, our conference this year focused on health equity, community engagement, and translational science.
Translational science, I heard you say that earlier.
Yes.
Explain that.
So translational science is really looking at the evidence-based applications from the laboratory research to clinical research, ultimately to improve public health outcomes. It also involves including the community as key stakeholders, because previously the community was disconnected from scientific advances, and so translational science views the community as an integral part in improving health disparities and health outcomes.
And what do you tell people, what advice can you give those interested in academic careers within Spark?
Sure. So the advice that I normally give people is it's very important to network, as well as it's important to have vision, and it's also important to just have that leadership mentorship around you. And so one thing that I tell people is vision, purposeful planning, and networking. Part of vision, purposeful planning, and networking is even if you don't see that reality within your current existence, it's about believing that that reality will someday come to existence. And when I speak of purposeful networking, it's really about surrounding yourself with people who can positively support your goals.
Absolutely, yes.
And then another thing I've noticed, and I advise others, is beware of myopic visionaries. When I say myopic visionaries, yes, beware. When I say myopic visionaries, these are people who are short-sighted, who may not believe in your big vision. And so I say to please understand them and handle them with understanding, but at the same time stay focused on your goals and surround yourself with people who can help promote your goals.
So what can that do to you if you hang out with those type of people?
Hanging out with myopic visionaries
Myopic visionaries.
Yes, myopic visionaries will stunt your growth. It's very difficult, especially within minority communities. I came across a few myopic visionaries in my path, and it can be discouraging. But I think that keeping the faith and also staying focused on your goals and surrounding yourself with what I I refer to it as a board of directors.
Yeah, but what makes a myopic visionary a myopic visionary?
A myopic visionary, sometimes it's due to their personal circumstances, and so they sometimes transfer what their personal experiences have been to you. And so it's really important not to allow them to transfer what their personal journey has been, because each person has an individualized journey and an individualized purpose. And so for big visionaries, it's important to stay disconnected from that.
So if you break it down, a myopic visionary person is a person involved in like crabs in a basket. No?
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
So how does that person break out of that mode? I mean, because people can change.
People can definitely change, and I can say that in my path, I've been a change agent in what I would say converting a few myopic visionaries, because sometimes when they see things happening for you and you're maintaining that big vision, sometimes it changes their perspective.
Yeah, and that can be a piece that you can write on it. Myopic visionary conversions.
I love it. I love it. we should start a seminar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's next for Spark and you?
In terms of my next step, I want to continue to utilize my leadership skills to creatively think outside of the box where it comes to health and education equity, to continue to mentor the next generation, and really serve as continue to serve as a change agent for institutional change and health equity.
You are a change agent.
Thank
I can feel
you. Thank you so
Give
much.
her a big round of applause,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Very good job, Dr. Bernice B. Ramallah. Thank you so much. PhD, MA, and founding co-director. We love you so much. Spark is in the house.
Thank you.
All right, you going to stick around for a little while?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. And you have to come back and share some more.
I would love to.
And myopic visionaries, beware. You can change. We'll be right back with more Open right here on Bronx Lunch Channel 67. Stay tuned.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give.
Advocate. Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Long before I was in Hollywood, I had a grandmother by the name of Estelle Marie Taylor, positive role models to make sure that I was on the straight path. Big Brothers Big Sisters carefully screens volunteers and places them in long-term mentoring matches with kids who face adversity. With more volunteers, especially men, and more donations, every little who needs a big can have it. Start something. If it's been a while since you've been involved, start something again. Learn more at bigbrothersbigsisters.org.
This was me. And Mom and Dad. And my big brother Alex. And Jack. This was the day that I learned that sandals get their name from sand. And that the ocean is bigger than all of us. This was the day we all got to forget that I was sick. This was my wish.
And our next guest is the president and CEO of the techno marketing firm Gotcha Techs. And here to tell us more on the advice that she gives to small business owners and how to stay ahead of the technological curve, please welcome El Ruby Thomas in the house. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, thank you.
Now, how did you come up with that name, Gotcha?
Gotcha. Just as you just said it, gotcha.
Gotcha.
I found myself using that name every time I spoke to one of my clients. And it's, you know, when you talk to someone in business, you say gotcha.
Gotcha. I understand. I gotcha.
I gotcha. So the other thing is that I joined other techs with my business. Right out of one of my jobs, I actually opened Gotcha Techs because I had gotten a few extra clients after work and I couldn't do everything. So I joined a couple of techs, joined me, I should say, and I ended up getting them work and we shared the profits. And from there, Gotcha Techs was born.
Yeah. And what are some of the things that you guys do at Gotcha Techs?
We started out just kind of tinker techs, fixing things.
Tinker techs?
Yeah, tinker techs. Just coming out, fixing stuff.
Now, none of this stuff was in the dictionary a couple of years ago.
I know.
Tinker techs and all this stuff.
Yes. Reason I say tinker techs is because it goes so much further. That's where we've come. As you've probably seen some of my paperwork, we've been in business since about 2006.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And when we started out, that's what it was. It was tinker teching. That's when you start out. But as you come forward, you become less of the person who services, the individual and the family to the community and the business.
So the people that don't know what tinker texting is, tell
That
us
just
about
means fixing stuff when it's broke.
it. Fixing stuff when it's broke.
Just going in with your hands getting dirty. But we take it so much further now. We help businesses do the bigger thing. You know what that is? That's helping them when the big thing is broken, because they call us when their things are broken, but we show them how to not just get it back up and start it, but keep it going longevity.
Things that are broken like what?
Let's see. Well, we start with maybe computers, and we go on to technology in your, printers and, faxes. And then we look and see, well, why isn't all this stuff connecting? What's breaking it?
Okay, there's something in the middle that's stopping
it
this
could
from
be the user
working. Something's not reading something.
Not just that, but the user too. Because technology isn't just about your devices and gadgets, it's about the user.
Right.
And user knowledge is so important. What happens is that some business owners are using technology that they have this great blown out piece and they don't know exactly what to do with it. And then all of a sudden we come in and then we go and fix it, put it in the title and say, did you know you could do this, this, and this?
These
and
are all the
go,
things that this thing can do. Did you know that? You just use it for word processing.
Yeah. How about we make a little extra money on the side and keep the business flowing faster?
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We show you how to take what you have and expand it, use it for what it's really for, and maybe get some more things in there, get some more programs, and maybe get some more people involved, and you start to see your business grow more.
Right.
And it came in.
So it's like those
ticket
trucks
tech.
that roll. Yeah, it's like those trucks that roll around. What are the geek trucks?
Yeah.
Geek Squad or something like that.
No, we are not the geeks.
No, I know, but it's you're in a different plane.
We actually are in a different plane because we don't just go into the one thing and hone in on that one thing you paid for. We have a connection to the community in a way that we want to bring the most value. We don't want you paying for the minimum thing, get it done, get it quick, get it out. It's get it in and get it done correctly so that we can move forward.
That sounds good.
That's the idea. In our community, technology is so important, but we are underserved, and that is why Gotcha Techs had to come from the community.
There you go.
All our techs are hired right there in the community that they work. And we're working with the New York City Public Library program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the employment program they're running there. It's amazing. We've been on their panels for the last 3 months. One coming up, the huge job fair coming up there, and I'm excited about it because we get to hire people now. It's so
because you guys are offering jobs with this also.
Yes, we
How
are.
can people get involved with what you're doing?
Give us a call, 1-866-282-3737. Honey, I never call myself.
And what are the qualifications?
Well, starting is A+ certification. Now, if you don't have that and you want to get that, contact us because we are in touch with Perscalis, and we will help them get in touch with Perscalis.
So people have to go get certification.
Yes.
Where do they go?
There's a program in the Bronx called Perscalis, one of the best hidden programs that help you get certified. They train you, and I will really only take certain technicians that come from certain programs because I believe that you have to get your hands dirty in order to be able to go out and call yourself a professional.
And they give you that practical experience.
Yes, they do, and that's where I came from. That's my alma mater, but I really prefer it because I've seen techs come from different places that certify you.
And they didn't cover them all.
They didn't cover
as
as much as they could have, and I find myself training techs. So I take it the next level, and I'm willing to work with those who have some experience if you're even getting your certification. So you can get in many ways.
What is that next level for you? Your company.
Next level. Right now we're building, what we're doing is breaking what my business partner calls, he says the 6-digit income level for our techs, that is, to help them to see the bigger picture in businesses. So right now we're putting together a large tech conglomerate, if you want to call it, of people in the local area of Harlem, the Bronx, Brooklyn, lower income areas, so that we can connect our businesses, individual businesses, and make ourselves more independent but
and there are
connected.
a lot of grants for that too, because you're helping people to get jobs.
Oh yes,
You're
there
employing
are.
people.
That's
So
the
there's some
idea.
Big benefits in it for the company that does that also.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and we're trying our best to get out and teach, because no matter what you do to work, it's still going to be a customer base. You have to have one. Unfortunately, our customers don't even know they're our customers yet. So who has to educate them? Us.
Yeah.
And we're teaching at places like Operation Hope, at HBA, which is the Harlem Business Association. I love it. I love being in Harlem and teaching and helping people learn.
Beautiful.
You know?
Beautiful. Where can people get more information on what you're doing?
Well, you can either go to our website, which is gotchatex.com.
Gotcha.
Yep, gotcha. And or come to our Facebook. We're Gotcha Tex Harlem.
What do you call 866
282
282
3737.
3737.
You can reach us directly.
282 3737. See it?
Oh, I like it.
Gotcha.
Hey, that's my website.
Is it? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Ruby Thomas. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. President and CEO of Gotcha Tex.
Absolutely.
You can come back and share more, okay? My printer doesn't read something. Or I want my iPhone to
We gotcha.
read the printer and vice versa.
Then we
I
gotcha.
don't know. Got to turn it on. Turned up right here on BronxNet. We've got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back on Opens Channel 67 next.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Look at me. Hey. Raymond, look at mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
Being a dad can be tough.
No. What do you mean she's not coming?
When's the fairy princess coming?
Any minute now.
But when you're willing to do anything,
It is I, Grooves Zinkerbell. Okay, time for cake.
it's always worth it.
I know it's really you, Drew. I'm just pretending for the other kids.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a Shelter Pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. And you get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
And our next guest are the writer and producers of the independent film Family Struggles. And here to take us into the process of making this film, which documents the struggle of immigrants, is Ophelia H.I. and Daniel Obeng. Welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you
very much.
All right. Now, you guys have been through a whole lot putting this together. It takes a whole lot of work, but
Yes.
people just see the finished product. What are some of the things that you guys went through in putting this together?
You know, as independent film, it's very hard to even get the actors because we don't have, within our community, it's hard to get African actors to put together to make a film. And then also getting locations, because most of the time people don't really trust giving you their location to film a movie, a lengthy 10-hour movie, 10 hour a day.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes it was hard getting a location. So something that we thought we were going to use 2 weeks to film, it took us 3 months to finish the film.
Yeah. Wow. It took a lot of hard work and dedication to put it all together, right?
Yes.
But out of this, you started a production company, OA Vision Productions.
Well, it's a very Herculean task, actually, coming up with all of that. OA simply means Ophelia A Chance Production. I'm the co-producer of the. And what really motivates us is that actually we Africans have not had a chance to tell our story. Our story has been told for us.
Yes.
And when somebody is telling you your story, he will not be able to tell it right.
Right.
Most stories or film pertaining to Africa does not depict the realities of Africa.
Exactly.
Yes, and consequently, people from African descent are even ashamed to associate themselves with African. So we
Do you
think
mean the
that
ones living here?
the ones living here, and especially people who were born here, right? Because of the images that they see on TV, Africa is always characterized by animals and other stuff that
I'm
are a
glad
little
you
bit
said
shameful.
that. You know why? Because I
Yes.
was in Africa and it was like a debate. I wouldn't call it an argument. It was a debate, and we had American Africans talking to Africans that lived in Africa. And the Africans were saying, well, you depict us as what you see on the, what's the channel, where you see all the animals and
Discovery
everything?
channels and Animal Planet, they associate us with those
yeah,
things.
He said, that's not us.
Which
We're
is very
intelligent
shameful.
people, you know, we do a lot of the things that you do. You may be a little more advanced in, in some areas, but, we do the same thing. And so the American Africans said, well, you think we're thugs and da-da-da-da. That's because of all the reports of the crime. They were going back and forth, and I was recording all of that stuff.
Awesome. That's great.
But you got an opportunity to see how each group thinks about the other group.
Oh, yes. I mean, the images that you see on TV tells it all.
Yeah.
And we think that although it's a Herculean task, but a 1,000-mile journey always begins with a step. We have taken it upon ourselves to tell our own story.
Yeah.
A perfect example is Coming to America. There was a scene where Eddie Murphy was looking for an apartment.
Yes.
So they went to this room and they saw this rat or mouse running around the room. And when he expressed shock, meanwhile he was from a royal family and has never seen such thing before. So when he expressed shock, the landlord said, "Don't you sleep with this in Africa?" Which is a power shadow of the truth.
I remember that scene.
Yes. So I mean, such things have subliminal effects, and we are doing everything that we can, at least to tell our own story.
Yeah.
And that's what motivates us to come up with.
But there was one good thing in there, Remember Eddie Murphy said that part. He said, if you were my wife, I make love to you constantly. But tell us more about this film, Family Values. What's it all about? Tell us about it.
Family Values is about Africans living in the United States, how we value our family, because at the end of the day, we came with our own culture. In Africa, we have our own culture. And then we move into America with just maybe our husbands and our kids. And there's another culture in America where two different cultures, it becomes very hard for a husband or a wife to, dissect how are we going to live here with a different culture, and then we come into another culture, especially in marriages, is very tough.
It's like culture shock when you come to America and you see all this fast-moving stuff.
And then also with this film back in Africa, now it's changed a little bit, but before I came here, you see the women stay at home doing the cooking, the cleaning, and the men go to work.
But over here it's not like that.
But over here it's different. The woman works and the man works. So at the end of the day, how can we come together as married people, going to work and not leaving the woman to do everything in the house? But to share responsibilities. If I have to go to work today, or if I take the kids to the doctor's appointment.
Then you cook and do the cleaning and do that
You
part.
know,
while I do
at least something 50-50, or at least
Yes.
take the kids to the appointment, or at least something that wouldn't be only a load on the woman.
Right, right.
Or, you know, and sometimes also it would not even just be the woman. Sometimes the men also help.
Yes.
As a woman also, if, you know, because some of the men would think, you know what, back in Africa,
Yeah,
it's
we don't
not
do
just-
that.
Yeah, we don't do that, but it's the reason why sometimes they don't even do is because we have our mothers. Some of us, we live with our mothers, our aunties, our uncles, and so
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
the whole extended family living in one big house.
There's still a lot of that stuff still happens in the South like that too.
Right.
Where you got the mother and the grandmother and everybody, all the
Exactly.
generations living under one roof.
Exactly.
So everybody chips in.
Exactly. So if you have a man, if the man doesn't even help, it's okay, because then the woman has a lot of people helping in the house.
Yeah.
But when you move to America, it's just you and your husband. So how are we as Africans or immigrants living in this country going to support each other, because we don't have anybody but ourselves?
Yeah.
So that we can raise our kids and then love each other and value our family.
So beautiful. So all of this took place. What part of Africa are you guys from?
We are from Ghana.
Ghana, West
Ghana,
Africa.
West Africa,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Beautiful. So when you come back, you got to bring us some nice African garb and stuff.
Oh,
It's not a problem.
I still have about, I got about 8-9 pieces in my closet right
It's
now.
not a problem. To add to what Ophelia said, one thing is that what works in Africa automatically will not work here, right? So people will have to understand the environment in which they live. Because in Africa, like she said, because of the external family system, you always have the support of your uncles and people there to support. But over here, people are very individualistic, me, myself, and I. Now, if you are trying to implement the same ideology in this country, you are bound to fail.
Yeah.
You are bound to fail. And that's the main problem facing most Africans.
Yeah.
They do not know when to accept the American culture, and they don't know when to bring in the African culture. So most Africans sometimes are confused.
Yeah. So what do you want people to learn from the work that you guys are doing?
Well, it has to do with 4 families, and I will just summarize it. That you have one who believes that the woman should do everything, consequently does not try to learn anything at home. What happens if something happens to the woman and you have 4 kids or 5 kids?
Yeah.
You have the other one who is so blessed with a very good husband. People do not know the value of what they have until they lose it.
Yeah.
Took it for granted, and the man becomes fed up. Now what happened? You have the other one who is living nicely and peacefully with a man that she's not married to. She's not married to. And there is so much pressure on her to get married. Now, what happened if she also gives up? Because the guy is not prepared to get married.
Right.
And you have the other one who also think that, who was also here by himself, and his wife was in Ghana living with another woman here. Now, his wife comes from Ghana, and what happens next? Concerning the finances, how do you save your money? A joint account or separate accounts? How do you do it? So these are the problems that are facing Africans, and we want to undress it and address it.
This is very interesting. Where can people get more information on this?
We have oavisionproduction.com or Facebook. We have actually we have set a Facebook for the film Family Values. So if people go to oavisionproduction.com, they will see the trailer, and also we have the oavision.com Family Values. So Family Values in parentheses oavision.com YouTube. They will definitely see there.
Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Very good. Ophelia H.I. and Daniel Bang, OA Vision Productions. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
On the 31st of August, we are showing Family Values at Assemblies of God Church, 2151 Jerome Avenue, and all are invited.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
you guys.
welcome.
Appreciate you. All right. When we return, we'll come back with our open summer music series. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
and 6.
Oh, we dancing and DJing back here. DJ Vince on the ones and twos. Sick. Welcome back, everybody, to Open. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, here with my man DJ Vince, and the beat goes on and on and on until the break of dawn. We continue our Open Summer Music Series. Check it out. Our next guest is an American soldier on active duty who's currently returned from a tour of duty in Afghanistan. Please welcome to the open stage, Supernova Sloan in the house. Here we go, yo. Hey.
Was ain't concerned about their health, to the old and warm, to their own life support, they can't walk no more. Till they eternally decayed and the respirated to breathe for them. Till the cancer starts growing and them tumors start showing. Only when I call it a listen do we start reminiscing. I would've took better care of my health, my own hell, I wouldn't live it. But when you're young and wild, hyped and fearless, you feel invincible, dog immortal. You drink, drug, and screw, then you never get ill. You took booze in the morning, screws in the noon. More drinking, more drugging, wild sex in the club. Unprotected in the shadows, in the back with a stranger. Danger, we never seen it coming. Might have sensed the warning till we just ignoring. Till our bodies break down. Sickness is in the house, diseases in my seams. Lord, take this pain out. Doctors, more drugs, I'm trying to numb this feeling now. It's a pain in my chest, just cut it on now. It's a cancer in her breast, just radiate it out. No, it's about prevention, self-medicated healing. All that cutting, radiating, leave your body mutilated. And after the operation, we consume the same things that brought forth disease and not currency of sickness. Holistic wellness, for the hip-hop generation. When disease cells have to come knock at your door. When the doctors gave up, I couldn't help you no more. Disease and death is pulsing up and pulsing deep within you. Then it radically shifted diet to organic fruits and vegetables. Disease sit within us when we start to cleanse the flesh and not the cancer, rushing with the herbal remedies. See, they wanna keep us numb with the alcohol and drugs. Ain't enough, so they drugging up the foods that keep us dumb. Nutricides in our bodies and our minds purified. See, I'm calling you C's and you G's in these streets. Listen up, they put disease in these foods that keep us weak. Drugs that keep us sick. Liberation's what we need. Yo! You can't squeeze no triggers with arthritis in your finger, soldier. Can't get it up when it's out for sex cancers in your organ, man. I know that can't feel good. All that drinking, drugging, and junking took away your manhood. Health is an issue, homes, when our lungs collapse in. We can no longer feed our fear off the art of rapping. DMX got asthma, Fat Marsh do too. Prodigy got sickle cell, Missy Elliott high blood pressure, and it ain't getting better. We go to Wicked Bitcoin to work the later issues. How many more MCs must die before we check the issues? Easy E died from AIDS and we overscan the issue. No. Holistic wellness for the hip-hop generation. Yo, wake up. This is a military-controlled industry. Holistic wellness for the hip-hop generation. Better holla See, they wanna keep us numb with the alcohol, drugs, and the love, so they dumbing up the foods that keep us dumb. Nutricide in our bodies and our minds purified. See, I'm calling you MCs and you G's in these streets. Listen up, they put disease in these foods that keep us weak. Drugs that keep us sleep. Liberation's what we need. Missions, revolution is in the healing, and in order to change the world, we gotta change us. Change from within, that's where it all begins. Our stomachs are being held hostage by drugs, macerating against foods. Biochemically engineered, designed, finally control our minds. Making speech Eddie Jones prone to self-destruction by expelling, rebelling these poison terrorists. And our emotional, mental, and physical bodies, we excavate them healing. Food is not only what you put inside a chew, homie, sex is food, thoughts is food. So whatever you put inside you, make sure it's beneficial. Nutrition isn't helpful, the opposite will kill you. Reclaim your stomach from the clutches of your enemies. Reclaim your mind, toss some shackled thoughts and break free. Let's do it now. Holistic wellness for the hip hop generation.
Supernova Sloan, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Salute you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks for having me.
Give him a big round of applause for his service, first of all. Now, like Queen Fu, you're into nutrition and all that stuff. How do you maintain that? I mean, if you have to go out in the field and eat bugs and stuff, how do you know what to eat?
Well, actually,
leaves and bugs and.
Well, actually, we had one of our sergeants had his wife send us a juicer over to Afghanistan while we were deployed on tour. And in one of the villages we were living at with the local Afghans, they were giving us fresh fruits and vegetables organically that they grown because they're a farming country. So I would, in between missions, I would be juicing for the soldiers, to help so they can get their wellness nutrition, and when the body's nourished properly, it really allows you to really cut the stress out and really be more productive as a soldier.
Beautiful. You more clarity, mental clarity, and all that stuff.
Yes.
But if you had to get out there in the field and out in the sand, and you just have scorpions and shrubs.
No, I mean, again, being deployed, I was blessed to have all of my wellness things with me. I have a supplement called the Super Mega Greens. It's a superfood that helps to feed the cells, to feed the immune system, and I take that with me, put that in some water, and I go out on mission and keep, fight the good fight. So always, there's no excuse wellness. We definitely gotta be on top of your wellness and your health.
You added all that music to it, so you got everything.
Got to have the message and the music, full circle thing, body, mind, spirit alignment.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next for you?
Well, what's next for me? I got a mixtape coming out soon. Got a new book called No Excuse Wellness.
Oh yeah.
My mother is Queen of Four. I was, from
you didn't tell me that, Mom. You let him do his own thing, right?
We have a thing coming up this week that we about to do with the whole No Excuse Wellness campaign. So thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Man. Where can we get more information on you?
www.wellnesssalute.com. That's www.wellnesssalute.com, and also supernovaslam.com. SUPANOVASLOM.com. Salute. Thank you.
Salute. Everybody salute. And give them a big round of applause. Supernova Islam, thank you so much. All right. All right, we're going to have to go, but you chill right here with us. And that's all for our show. And thanks for all of our guests for tuning in and checking it all out. And you, our viewer, for watching. And don't forget to tune into an all-new Open this Wednesday with host Darren Jaime. All right, you got to check it out. It's going to be nice. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Catch you on tonight, each and every night, right after Lenny Green with the Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. From all of us here at Opens, Channel 67, have a great and enjoyable day. We love you all. Peace.